Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Once again, it's that time of the day where, if we're very lucky, I can get in some quality time with OpenRA. A man can have hopes, dreams and aspirations. We are finding ourselves on the brunt end of a mirror match here between two players, one of whom has now been confirmed to be Happy. So Happy 2.0 is actually Happy 1.0. The very same. He has confirmed that via DM or comment, I believe. So I'm stoked to see him back in action, back in the fire. Whereas we've also seen some games by Bane pretending to be Happy, which is genuinely confusing. But here we are. This is Happy, highly decorated. Not Happy, goddammit. And he's going up against Upps, who is chosen to make things extra complicated, that extra layer, by playing as Ultra Lord. But that has been one of his Smurf names for a long time. And spectated by a dying fetus. Yeah, don't know about that name. So Happy is sending his engineer a little bit on a detour, just checking out, just scouting the peripherals of the oil derrick, and lots of pressure already out from Ultra Lord. Upps is going to his eastbound derrick, but so far the builds are mirrored. Nothing too surprising here. People have commented on the average game length going down in OpenRA. I feel like that's the direct result of people becoming too efficient. It is just so extremely optimized. The early game builds are so optimized, and snowballing is a thing in this game. Snowball, win your first engagement, and then just keep the avalanche of steel rolling. And the first couple shots being exchanged here, Ultra Lord moving back his scout, smartly so. He was trying to find the engineer, but with one rifle the chances are slim. Slim to none. You're better off just patrolling the edges, by the way. That is something that is super useful, that I have started, what I had started doing as soon as before I stopped playing. Before I just stopped having time for distractions in general. So just take one rifle scout and shift Q attack move him across the entire corners of the map. And you are liable to find an engineer. It's like a 50% chance you're gonna randomly snipe the NG. So large army is actually out for Upps. I think Happy has stopped producing. Yeah. So the army advantage is now, the ball is in the court of Upps, but he isn't doing anything with the army, so it doesn't really help him translate into map pressure or power or anything. Ranger is coming out for him, and just a super stock standard macro build out for Happy. He's got the Ranger as well, and he has stopped producing infantry for now. The reason being, he's going more into rockets, okay. So on 4 harvesters, and he doesn't want to stall his economy. There is one pivotal point, even if you've got optimal placement. Okay, double light vehicle. That's a cool one. Even if you've got optimal placement on your refineries, there is one moment where if you don't do anything with your econ, you are liable to, or if you build constantly, you are liable to run into a dry spell, where you're basically strapped for cash for a little bit, and that can translate into a later MCV, which is not advisable. Oh. Okay. Yep, that's the Ranger turning straight back around. No way he's gonna breach this. Needs a lot more rifle infantry. Also, he's gone really rocket dense. The rocket-centric composition is just there in anticipation of a tank, but I feel like the tanks aren't gonna come. Oh no, rockets trickling in. No, please don't. Oh my goodness, that's just snack food for the Ranger. Never do that. This has not been scouted yet, interestingly enough. Happy has an inkling that there is something heading his way, but he has not scouted any of the army movements, which is extremely abundantly ultra lucky for Ultra Lord. Yeah, now he's found it. And he's got the first tank. I feel like this engagement is gonna go very south especially given the positioning of the blob for Ultra Lord. Upps has basically just, he's got a smaller army period, and then he also has them clumped. Oof, this is just rough. Yeah, he needs to move back. Luckily for him, Happy is intent on just sacrificing his ranger there. Almost. Yeah, the army is just there's a massive discrepancy here. Happy is spiking hard, plus he's got a way better concave setup. Okay, ranger goes down, so that's big. That's actually the line of sight enhancer. A base push from Upps, alright. This could be good. He has set his primary barracks rally point already. He does not, by the way, have any semblance of an expansion yet. Okay, he's parked one refinery here. Oh, you can't deploy here! This just doesn't work. This tile is blocking. Okay, so we've got a base push. This is gonna be exciting. This is not what I anticipated at all. This is not Upps' usual playstyle. Pillbox is going down almost immediately. Okay, this is gonna get very spicy, but a great concave from Happy. Oh, the tanks are connecting so extremely well. There is so much infantry left here. This base push is gonna be tense, but I feel like at the end of the day, I don't think Upps can hold this. No, he's gonna get overrun, and the MCV is sent packing, and is also sent to the gray screen. What went wrong here? The tanks. Tanks were out of position. Also, where is your gem mine harvester? Look, that is a lot of income that you're missing, buddy. You're missing the juiciest parts here. Yep, this is over. This was a valiant attempt, but the tanks not being in position, coupled with the econ stall from not mining the gems, that went south real quick. Happy, as a result, is going to take the 1-0 in just a second, I'd expect, because really, there's realistically no way to stop this army, plus Happy's got a radar dome out. So unless he... Oh, same as happened to Happy. So I think, forensic casting, I think I know what happened. Gems don't regrow fast enough for the harvester to consistently mine. So it must have been the case... Oh, there's the radar dome. Must have been the case that the harvester ran dry and just decided, hey, I'm going to explore the map a little bit and join my comrades over at Northbound expansion. Okay, this is at least going to get cleaned up. We should move in the tanks. This is just perfect for crushing. There's no space to dodge into. Yep, loses one tank, but that's fine. That's still a good trade. But here's round 2, and Happy's doing what Happy does best. Flanking, multi-prongs, multiple angles, northbound. There is an attack as well. That attack vector thus far proving very successful with one harvester down already. The pill mill is not doing anything. Wait a second. They killed another tank somehow. And Happy's so good at just multi-pronging. Helicopter has really just done a little scouting run, hasn't done anything. 2 harvesters went down, so at the end of the day, 6 under 8, that is still a sustainable economy for all intents and purposes, but you're again not mining from the gems and you're about to get flanked. So I wouldn't want to be in Upps' shoes. Oh, he built the mechanic. Is he gonna reach the husk in time? No, GG. He's calling it. Yeah, the helicopters were just a nail in the coffin, the skybound nail. Alright, on to game 2, we're moving.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Game 2 being underway right now. One thing I've got to highlight here is that I'm kind of surprised that that Upps just is going stock standard builds pretty much all the time this season. He has been known for his cheese. He's been known for triple ref all-ins. He's been known for War Factory tech rushes, and he's playing it way more conservatively than I was expecting him to. So maybe I want to see him switch it up a little bit. This map is kind of lends itself to cheese because you've got a very open middle field and you've got a very short rush distance. Again, we're seeing an allies mirror. This time it's Germany versus France. Truly tried and tested since, what is it, 862 or something. First clash of the two nations. Can't actually recall the proper number, the proper date. The map is Paranoia, and it kind of fits. I think that the theme fits because there's always this paranoia. Is my opponent gonna Zerg rush me here? Laggy? Oh, spectators lagging. God damn it. Spectators can now be kicked, by the way. So that is one of the greatest features of the new release, which is already half a year old at this point, by the way. Okay. Oh, there's now a vote of confidence. 50% of players have voted to kick him. You must gain a majority, it seems. Vote to kick that fetus has failed. Good we're not kicking dying fetuses here. That would just be extremely wrong and would reflect a bit poorly upon the OpenRA community. Trying to snipe the engineer, but again, Happy's just got the firing squad lined up. And with that, that's already... did he get anything here? Just a rifle. But with that, that's pretty much already so many rifles shaved off here. It's 600 over 200. That is significant. You can now no longer really force fights unless your opponent splits up their forces. Until you've got the light vehicle, that is. He's going for a wide front. You want to try and push onto this derrick. Extremely risky. Yeah, Happy's in a good spot. Doesn't need to do anything. His army is larger. He's got the rocket soldiers out already. And is now free to take most of the map. However, Upps is being rewarded just a little bit for his risk-taking endeavors because he basically essentially got the free middle oil derrick. So for the time being, he's one oil derrick up. That is not bound to stay that way, by the way. A ranger being packed into the engineer being packed into the ranger. Jeez, I can't talk today. So my kids are back to full health. They have, fortunately, we've in Austria, you know, we've captured our hospital, so the regeneration rate is a bit higher than it would be in, say, the United States. Kappa. Oh no, no rockets yet for Upps, or so few rockets. This is gonna hit a nasty timing. And he has to retreat into the barrels as well. Oh my goodness, this is just the perfect storm. Rockets. No! 2 of the rockets dying almost immediately. This is such a good engagement. Oh my goodness, Happy, you monster. Absolutely stellar here. 4.4k over 1.1k. That is a disaster. Yeah, so kids are back to full health, but they're still, you know, at that age where they're aggressively trying not to sleep. That's way before the age where kids actually like sleeping in. So it's a bit tough, especially on my partner. Or, I mean, she's not technically my wife, but for all intents and purposes she is. Oh, okay. Ranger being sacked a little bit. And yeah, she not having the greatest of times whenever they're unwilling to sleep. And I'm Happy, you sure about that? Oh, that would have been such a nice ambush here. Okay, so this is actually a good rebound with the double light tank. Now granted, this is the 3rd light tank that Upps built, so it's a bit of a costly build, but he can recuperate some of his losses there. What about the army? Yeah, no vehicles out for Happy at the moment. I would have gone and chased after the army here. This way he only gets 1 derrick. That is not the greatest yield. MCV's out. Oh, he sacked the technician. Oh no. Oh no. This is a 1 base all in. And it's not working at all. Happy is so safe in his main base. Look at that. He has not sustained a single point of damage, and the light tank is not finding the MCV. So as a result, I fear for Upps' tournament life here. One rocket, that's all he can dispose. That's all he can really afford to send out to the old Derek. You know, Rifle really isn't doing anything about it. I think Happy is suspecting a trap. It's not. It's playing 4D chess. It's like, no, that's not even 4D chess. That's like 4D Uno. Yeah, gets the Derek almost basically for free. Ha! The rifle infantry is a bit surrounded. My friend, you're not gonna have a good time here. Goodbye. Medics doing their job at tanking. The middle Derek is traded off here. Happy has kind of been on the defense, which is surprising. Extremely surprising, but if we look at the army count, it's not even close. 4 mediums, 76 rifles. He's up 30 rifles. That is just not even close. Okay, little army. Tackling the oil Derek, that's fine, but as soon as the first engagement is about to start, it's gonna be such an overwhelming number, like the numbers game. Is so much in favor of Happy. And he is playing it super smart. He knows that there is still one army about. He needs to defend one push. And he knows the push is coming. Happy usually being extremely aggressive in playing, but even though he must know that he's ahead, he is playing defensively. And that is super smart from him. Yep, at the same time he's splitting off a little bit of his forces, just trickling in here and there. Just finding a flank here and there. The brunt of the army is just waiting for the ambush to clap back. And clap back he will in probably just 30 seconds, as soon as he has found out where the flank is. Yeah, he's found the flank. Oh no. This must be the worst positioned MCV I've seen in my entire life. And I've seen my own MCVs. They were terrible. Sometimes, you know, going into the blind expansion, but jeez. That was his only expansion as well, right? Oh no. He did Biddle Service Depot. But I feel like there is just nothing you can do at this point anymore. Upps has kind of tried to shoot a shot, and it did not land, not even a little bit. Mainstay army going after the main base, and he's got enough to push through. And the secondary, the auxiliary forces are being cleaned up. Maybe he gets the old Derek if he's very lucky. Again, forces being split off. And a really nice concave. There is a good amount of tanks, but that is about to change. Yeah, enough rockets for Happy. Happy is going to be extremely content with this engagement. GG. GG not even coming out. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yunano? I've just felt... Yunano, I'm saying. Upps just felt too far behind in the early game. He tried making something happen off the light tank build, going for a rebound, but didn't find any damage. So at the end of the day, clean 2-0 sweep for Happy, as is to be expected with Upps' current form, I'd say. I would love to see him experiment a little more. Happy, on the other hand, is looking super solid, and I'm stoked to have him back in the community. I want to see him translate that into tournament wins. Right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.